PDP! You are not doing it as if you want to take over power. PDP! Power! 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 Your Excellencies, our dear leaders, very important delegates today, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I have come to your states to speak to you. Today is for me to thank you. It's for me to thank you for the energy. Since morning, you have been here because of this party. Thank you, special delegates. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I will speak to you on two issues. One is the party. Let me vow today, anybody who emerges here, I will support the person to the fullest. Anybody who emerges here today, I will support the person to the fullest. Because I'm a committed party person, because I love this party, because since 1998, I've been in this party. I work for this party. I will not go anywhere. This is my party. Secondly, if I emerge today, every state that has a problem, it is my duty to make sure the party is united. We'll unite everybody to make sure we win this election 2023. You know, I didn't come here today to tell you about theory. What is the problem with Nigeria? Leadership. Leadership is the major problem with Nigeria. Therefore, PDP, you must not make mistake. You must have a courageous leader, a fearless leader, somebody who can withstand APC. And it is me. It is me. Please, please, my dear delegates, send me for this assignment. Let me go and win APC. I will win APC for the power to come back to PDP on behalf of Nigerians. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And God bless you.
When you just watch this video of Wike in 2022 PDP presidential primaries, you will understand the genesis of the problem of PDP. You will understand the reason why Ahmed Tinubu of APC won that 2023 presidential election, especially what played out in Rivers State. This is the PDP primary that Wike hoped that the zoning is meant for the South. But I did not see the reason why Atiku Abubakar should emerge as the flag bearer of the PDP in 2023 general election. And that is the genesis of the problem of the PDP that make Nyesom Wike to support Bola Tinubu in 2023 presidential election, that also cost Labour Party that victory. Let us take it this way. Based on what Wike have said, he has been the one that is consistent in PDP. Atiku Abubakar has been jumping from one party to the other and one party to the other. I don't know what he really wants. Let's take it this way. We know that P2B, then in Labour Party, says that he will transform Nigeria from consumption to production. But we don't know the manifesto of Atiku Abubakar. He has been trying to contest, even when he contested under PDP with P2B as his running mate. Then P2B haven't the obedient movement have not been in existence, and they lost that election to Muhammad Buhari. Then he switched. Remember that one time he switched to APC. Then again he come back to PDP because he know how to bribe himself, or bribe the delegate to vote for him in the primary to come out. We are not talking about winning the primary to come out. But when you listen very well, you will understand the bitterness of Nyesom Wike. This Nyesom Wike is a powerful civilian. We can't take it away from him. For him to, single-handedly give victory to Ahmed Bola Tinubu in 2023 shows that this man have something obsessed. And that is the reason why, when you pay attention to what he said in that primary, you will understand the bitterness, you understand the anger. And being that he's someone that is so vocal, many people hate him because of what he's doing. But we don't know the motive of the other people. Let it not be that what P2B is now doing in ADC is just play that is play. They just wanted to use him and dump him. Because if they were to go for real primary, Atiku Abubakar will surely to defeat him, because P2B is not ready to spend money to buy delegates who will vote for him. But we should not forget that the zoning, they have zoned this thing to the south. So what Atiku Abubakar is doing, I don't understand. Nyesom Wike said 2022 that anyone that emerges as the flag bearer of the PDP, that he is going to support that person. But at the end, he said that they should vote for him. But let us hear from Chief Dan Ulasi. So he will give us a narrative of what really happened that bring the downfall of almighty PDP, that have produced Olusegun Obasanjo as the first, president. Immediately they hand over government to civilian in 1999, up to Goodluck Jonathan, before APC took over power. Here the genesis of the problem, according to Dan Ulasi. Then when we come back, we will analyze to know whether P2B is getting it right or making mistake by joining ADC. Because Nyesom Wike, we cannot rule Nyesom Wike out in 2027 general election. Even with what this National Assembly is now doing, whether they will transmit election result in real time or this and that. This is a story for another day. But let us focus to know the beginning of the falling of PDP. Here, Chief Dan Ulasi. Then we'll come back.
The whole system has become an embodiment of, resistance, hate, love in some places. So how do you describe, for me personally, it is pathetic. Before I came in yesterday, I was looking at myself standing behind Dr. Alex Ekweme with a couple of other people, about 15, 20 of us on one side, and Atiku Abubakar on the other side, as we formed the People's Democratic Party. Most of them have died. Chief Alex, His Excellency, is no more alive. And I thank God that he's gone to rest, because he would have been crazy seeing what is happening to the party. He suffered so much to build. And like I was hearing people in your newspaper review, you can't really explain what is going on, if not self-inflicted bigotry, hate, greed. For a party so well organized, suddenly, how can a chairman of a party wake up in the morning when you knew you had small internal problems and suspend a secretary of the party who is the administrative head of that party, suspend the national organizing secretary who does all conventions, congresses, suspend the chief legal advisor of the party? Somebody must be crazy somewhere, or somebody must be working for some other person somewhere. So theoretically speaking, I think we have moved from intensive care units, moving towards the morgue. Because since I came yesterday, I didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. Been talking with all manner of persons, those still alive that we found PDP with, is there any way? And it is difficult to find a way, I can tell you. When it's gotten to the stage that the chairman suspend this and these other people suspend the other group, the bitterness is so much. It is so much. But whether our governors have done enough, again, they're all part of the problem too. You can see a state high court in Oyo giving a judgment against a judgment of a federal high court I don't think it's legally tenable that the state high court will say something about a federal institution. But this part of the rascality we have seen in this country at every level. So that's what I said, that Nigeria has become an embodiment of reasonable doubt at every level. Politics, everywhere, from presidency to the local government chairman. You know, we just move as if we're entering a civil war. There's a near civil war going on in this country. You can't go to some parts, you can't go to Zamfara, you can't go to Borno. There are places you can't visit without risking your life. So something must be wrong, fundamentally wrong somewhere. And it does appear that nobody's addressing it. I think it's important to ask me whether the convention will hold or not hold. It's premature for now. But let me say something. Let's take a few minutes to go back to what is the crisis in PDP. If you put your mind back at the convention we had in 2023, you know, all the presidential candidates had come talking to us as delegates, those who want to run for public office. They had finished talking. And when a governor who was also running came in, the then governor of Rivers State, who is now the FCT minister, drove into Eagle Square, the whole crowd erupted. You would think there was a civil war going on. Everywhere erupted when he came in. What followed it? A man called Tambuwal, who was then governor of Sokoto State, and two other people with Atiku Abubakar, got up and went into the security room at Eagle Square. When they came out, Tambuwal went up to the desk and grabbed the microphone and made one unfortunate statement that he's no more running, that all those running from the north should step down and vote for Atiku Abubakar in that convention. That was how our crisis started. As soon as he did that, Wike and his group then said, well, to your tents, O Israel. In fact, at a point, I was sent to Port Harcourt to go and discuss with Wike. I won't discuss the details of what happened. But since then, PDP has not recovered. So when you see people talking, Wike did that, no, Wike didn't do anything. He's been a party builder in this party. But he was embarrassed. The party was embarrassed at Eagle Square, where people now really get, degenerate to the level of ethnicity. Instead of using ethnicity to be a pragmatic instrument of national unity, we now use it as an instrument of division. This is where we have landed. Like I said initially, we are now moving from intensive care unit going toward the morgue. And I don't see any reversible processes going on, because it's getting worse. This group will now suspend this group, and the other group will suspend this group. Because there's somebody who said he's the chairman of the party. I doubt if he understands what party management is. I've been chairman of National Republican Convention, NRC, in Anambra State. I've been chairman of PDP in Anambra State. And by that implication, I've been member of National Executive of the two major parties. I know what party management is. I haven't seen it with my party chairman called Damago. If not, how can he, on his own, be quarreling with the national legal advisor and suspend them from the party? So you're not the one running the party. Instead of trying to be reconciliatory, invite party chieftains. Now, some party chieftains now are going to meet Mr. Wike to see how the party can be reconciled. Because when Igbo say that if you tell somebody after your house, whose house, it's beautiful to put it in Igbo land. That means you are not important. So because if you are important, maybe after Nkoli's house, it will be my house, the big shots. So if you say somebody who has worked so much, 8 years as governor of Rivers State, one of the best performing governors in this country, and that thing happened, and we lost the presidential election. If the party would have been organizing what some elders are doing now, what they would have done about a year or 2 years ago, trying to sit down with Wike and apologize for what happened at Eagle Square, because that was a travesty of justice. And that is where we are.
All right.
Wow.
So that is Chief Dan Ulasi for you. In your own opinion, what do you think that played out? Is this sentence going to play out again? See, we should not rule Nyesom Wike out from 2027 presidential election. This man have a kind of connection, a kind of influence. This man is a power broker. He's a kingmaker. We should not rule him out. Let them go and meet this man if really the power want to be in the South and the ADC wanted to have something to do with victory in 2027, they should try to consult Nyesom Wike. Because as it is now, Tinubu does not want to leave Nyesom Wike, even though that he have not fully declared for APC. He's still in PDP, waxing strong in PDP. Rather, every other members of the PDP have left the PDP, but he still remains in PDP. So there's something that makes him to remain there. So I don't know what your thought is, but whatever it is, time shall tell. And all Nigerians are watching. We are not just going out there to have someone as a president of Nigeria, but all we are saying is someone who will deliver Nigeria out from the mess that we are now, that will bring Nigeria back to its lost glory, put our economy in front again, and create jobs, create security, and the other amenities for the citizen, make life easy for an ordinary Nigerians. What is your thought? Let me hear at the comment section. Thank you for watching. This is King's Television. Please, if this is your first time of coming to my channel, please do us a favor, like, share this video, comment, and subscribe so that it will get to a wider audience. I wish you all the best. God bless you, and see you in our next video.